Before we saw that these things were not registered. They were registered within 24 hours. Rufai Oseni, under 24 hours, they found those people, the contact. Really, it just shows. I mean, the distrust among Nigerians is, borders on things like this. You just don't come out, release a statement, say we cannot find these people. Now, under 24 hours, you found them.
Now, true, they say one that shall never end. These APC people, waiting they no fit do, they exist. My people, there are 250,000 signatures. Now they sign for this, so. Hey! Nothing way Musa no go see for gate, my people. Anyways, whether una like it or not, una don already they defeated. Natasha don't win una for this case. Una no say the more una they do, the more una they hope una nyash for everybody to see. Who they advise una? The person not they try at all. See now, the dead body where una bury now, see in life for outside. So my people, make una hear waiting.
Suji, the state woman leader of Kogi State.
Good.
State woman leader.
State woman leader who came out. Are you aware of a petition written from somebody from your local government? The lead presenter of the petition is from your local government, and her name is Charity Ijesi Omole.
Yes, we are aware of those unscrupulous elements that have been writing up and down. That girl in particular, as we know, November when distinguished senator was disbursing one of her numerous empowerments, her father was a beneficiary who got a bike. So I wouldn't know, she's not a PDP member. How can you say you voted for her? You can't vote for somebody and want to recall her. For what? She has been the best senator we've ever experienced in Kogi Central ever since the creation of Kogi State. So what else are we looking for? We have her. She's been doing her work. We didn't want anybody to. We don't want to be misrepresented in the Senate. We got the best for us, and she's a woman. And you just come out and let yourself be sold out to people who are, looking for the best person that can do their bit, the dirty work. You don't do that.
But she said she went there to submit the petition in the name of your constituency. What happened? Are you not aware of how were the signatures collected?
She's a paid jobber, first of all. Then secondly, you could see videos online today that has people using phone torchlight to gather signature from voters register. That is the update of things. It's all over the internet. It is no longer they did this, they did that. How do you collect 250,000 voters identification within 2 or 3 days? How do you do that? Do you even get that amount of number of votes when we were voting? How do you now get that within 2-3 days?
Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, the senator, in a statement posted on X, apologized to Obi Ezekwesili and expressed regret over the incident, stating that Ezekwesili bore the insult meant for her. Her tweet reads, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, ma'am, I apologize for the insults. I know you took them for me, for us, as a mother and as a leader. Know that you are a true icon of integrity, courage, and visionary leadership. Your unwavering commitment to good governance, education, and democracy continues to inspire generations, a champion of accountability. Nigerians appreciate you. I celebrate your brilliance, resilience, and selfless service. You are a hero. Very thankful, Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan there. You weren't here when we discussed the topic yesterday, the altercation between the senator representing Ebonyi North and Obi Ezekwesili here. We arrived at the notion that both of them should apologize to Nigerians because, it appeared to be a show of shame. And, we see Natasha here. Obviously, Obi Ezekwesili was there to represent Natasha during that hearing. But before I come to you, let me take this story and we'll tie both of them together. Well, after initially rejecting the recall petition against Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan due to missing contact details, the Independent National Electoral Commission has now confirmed receiving the necessary information and has formally notified the senator. Well, INEC says the next phase involves verifying that over 50% of registered voters in Kogi Central have endorsed the petition and assured a transparent process with the outcome to be announced in the coming days. What a controversial statement. By only the day before, we saw that these things were not registered. They were registered within 24 hours, Rufai Oseni. Under 24 hours, they found those people, the contact. Really, it just shows, I mean, the distrust among Nigerians is, borders on things like this. You just don't come out, release a statement, say we cannot find these people. Now, under 24 hours, you found them. Why did you release the statement in the first place? Why didn't you just go through the proper process before releasing a statement? Vimbai.
So many moving pieces to this,
many.
right? Let's begin with Natasha issuing, Senator Akpabio issuing that apology to the former minister, Obi Ezekwesili, which, gosh, when this incident first happened, if you remember, we conducted an interview on a different program, but here on Arise with Senator Ereti Kingibe, and she had said that, oh, this is just a chair, it's just about a seat. And then I'd responded to her saying that it's not just a seat. When the Rosa Parks, sparked the movement that happened in the United States, it was, quote unquote, just about a chair. And now the point I was making, a lot of people said that, oh, we're over dramatizing the issue, it's not that serious and so forth. But now just to contextualize it, when somebody touches on an issue that you may not acknowledge and realize is a source of frustration and a sticking point and a source, just an issue waiting to boil over amongst many people, you don't realize the type of movement that you can set off in motion. Just because women have been quiet, just because women may not have the forum to express themselves, and now suddenly there's this space that has been created, taking away from the case itself. This is not about who is right and who is wrong. It's the fact that a topic, an issue has been brought to the public space that so many women feel passionate about, so many people feel invested in. And this is the movement that I'm talking about. But having said that, when we look at the senator, yes, Madame Obi, I do hope she apologizes. She's yet to apologize. When we look at the senator and linking to the previous story with what's going on in the Senate, they always talk about, some senators joined later, they don't know the rules and so forth. I think right now, in their wisdom, the National Assembly needs to schedule a very urgent retreat for all members where they can go for a level of reorientation because it's becoming chaotic.
Yes.
And we can't have critical national issues being determined by it doesn't make sense. Now, very quickly, now to the petition, INEC. Well, INEC on their part are saying that they are doing their best because this is a case of huge public interest. They want to keep the public informed at every stage of the process. No problem. However, one thing was brought to my attention. When you look at the law, it says that 50% of registered voters have to sign the petition. So for me, I became curious. I said, how many people even turned out to vote to begin with?
That's the question.
So 50% of registered voters comes up to about 250,000 voters. 290,000 voters. Voter turnout for the election that brought out Senator Akpabio as a senator was 106,000. So, already you ask yourself, how did you find more people than those who actually showed up to vote in the election? Now there's discrepancies and things are moving at such a rapid pace. Ordinarily, we know that these things take time.
Yes.
But suddenly everything is in fast forward. Maybe it's because of public interest, who knows? But there are a number of discrepancies, especially for me. My question is, we know the number of registered voters, we know the voter turnout, but suddenly the people who are invested in this process outweigh the number of people who are invested in voting to begin with.
These are the questions. Well, INEC must show transparency, and that's all we call for at this time.